Yes, no, Gary, I hear you, but I've got to talk to this new hire before lunch. One more late employee report and I'm taking a one-way trip downstairs. All the way downstairs. Good luck trying to find the new right hand before that board meeting next week. Yes, me too, I know. Fine. I'll take care of it right after lunch, but I've got to talk to this new meeting right now. Yeah, okay. Ciao and all that. Hey kid, I'm glad you could make it. Tunnels are crazy, right? I get lost going to take a piss half the time. Thank the almighty dollar for GPS. Okay, so, first rule of this initiation. I talk, you answer, nothing more. I'm not here to become your friend. Quite frankly, I've had way too many near-death experiences thanks to friends, and I really can't keep taking that hit to my productivity. Second rule. Don't question me or anything else that you see here. It's all real, and you're the new hire. This time yesterday, you were doom scrolling through your phone and watching reruns of The Bachelor. So I'd rather not you make my life hard by walking around here and thinking you know jack about shit. Speaking of The Bachelor, did you know one of the contestants was actually a fairy last year? We are expecting to have a field day with that one, but she got voted off super early. Kind of a bummer, I think. I like it when the sparks fly. Breaks up the monotony. You're staring at me like you're confused. Here, let me start it all over for you so your little muggle brain can catch up to the rest of us. See, you've been conscripted into the Illuminati, my employer and now yours. Yes, we exist and we have existed for long enough to need a few revisions, that's for sure. You're tilting your head at that. What? Revisions? No company is perfect right off the bat. Gotta get the right management in place, then put in protocols to make sure that the new managers aren't gonna try and stab each other in the lunchroom in some twisted grab for power that just ends up sticking you on janitor duty for the rest of your... Anyway, back to point. We needed to make a few adjustments, add regulations, direct the flow of both goals and information, internal and external. Now that we've got a proper system in place with promotions and expectations, we can start moving on that whole new world order thing and start bringing in fresh blood. Metaphorically, of course. I've had enough cleanup duty for my supernatural lifetime. Now I'm gonna start pulling up your file here so we can get your information into all the right places and removed from all of the wrong ones. The bottom line is that you no longer exist, so do try not to go stumbling back into your old life. We don't like it when loose ends start fraying out of the suit that we just both bought and invested quite a bit of money and time into. Catch my drift? Good. Okay, new recruit, first level. Okay. Full name, social media name, nicknames, any names given by your second uncle twice removed, all it. Okay, gotta make sure that we don't miss any social media or any other internet connections, and then having you be tracked down by a cat meme that you liked last week. And please, before you ask, of course, I've seen your search history. All of it. Former residence. I say former because you'll be living on premises for your preliminary months while we observe you and your performance. The last thing we need is another new recruit being stuck in the med bay with a gut shot or having some alien larva implanted into their brain. Really, we can't keep paying out intergalactic maternity leave. Alright. Any pets? Especially cats. Particularly cats. No? Cool. Saves us a whole other set of documents. Oh, little piece of trivia. 1 in 3 cats are actually a paracausal entity slowly feeding off the life energy of their owners. Thankfully, we produce enough spiritual energy in most family settings that you never notice. Only time you start having issues and going a little loopy is when you end up collecting a lot of the furry creatures while living alone, and before you know it, you're the crazy cat lady down on 2nd Street. Food for thought. Any education history? Don't worry if you didn't graduate. 99% of it's fabricated bullshit anyway that we've been feeding out for years. Outside of the mythology courses, those are actually pretty accurate. We tend to recruit from those degrees all the time, and it's hilarious to watch the mythology majors meet an angel for the first time. They never know which of the hundreds of eyes to look at. Religious preference? Wow, that's a nice change of pace. We don't get very many of them. That should be fun. That's gonna move us so far into the 3rd percentile of the document there, which will putting us over onto the 3rd side of the thing, which would be no great help to push that up. This and that. Okay. We're moving on to the experimentation section next. Yes, is that one that we're going to try that one? Are you willing to submit yourself for scientific and occultist experiments based on, helping humanity ascend and all that? I'm just kidding, you don't get a choice. But on the plus side, any side effects that are a result of the experiments are yours to keep. Let me look here. Yeah, guy last week got the ability to breathe fire, so hey, that's pretty epic. Okay, just gonna go and put that there. Alright, so this last bit of information needs to be kept somewhere that can be hacked, compromised, downloaded onto a flash drive, or somehow copied onto a floppy disk. Yes, people still use floppy disks, and I hate them for it. So, I'm going old school for now. Finally get to use my official Illuminati number 2 pencil. Yes, it's just a pencil. Don't read into everything. Alright, so blood type. Cool. Our vampires are gonna like that one for sure. Don't get very many of those. Scribble this down there, put that there. Oh, before we move any forward any further, piece of advice: avoid Countess Karen down on the 3rd floor, 2nd desk from the right. Attitude has nothing to do with the fact that she likes to drink your blood, and she most likely poisoned the vampire that turned her with the amount of salt in her body. Just a little heads up. Do you like disco music? Okay, do you listen to ASMR? You know, Ready in Response? Yeah, I thought we didn't know about that, didn't you? Yeah, we actually created that. It was a weekend project. Mixed siren, whispers, banshee wails, and numerous episodes of Bob Ross. It was pretty fun, actually. And just a heads up, remember that the next time you finish this video and move on to your next one, we're always watching. Okay. Any previous job history? Retail work. Ugh, poor sucker. Sometimes I tend to feel bad, like we're drugging people and dragging them out of their pathetic little lives, but honestly, for you, I think we did you a favor. But just my 2 cents, nothing too crazy. Alright, gonna put this down there. You a gamer? World of Warcraft, Apex Legends, Fortnite, all that jazz. Yeah, cool. Me too. The Dark Souls ones are a particular favorite of mine. It's really good training for the fieldwork days. And finally, do you have what is known as ometophobia, also known as the fear of numerous eyes? No? Cool. That would have made this job kind of hard in the long run. Just a heads up on that too. You are getting so much free advice. I really am going to start charging you here. Alright. So far, everything looks pretty solid. We'll need to work on getting you scheduled for weapons training, physical experimentation, and that kind of thing. We want to see what your body can take and what it can do before we throw you to the supernatural wolves. You're part of our conglomerate now, one grain of sand in our endless desert of power and information. We can't risk losing you or that information or that investment. As they say, knowledge is power and power is our currency. Everyone wants it, everyone needs it to give to someone else, and that's our job. We don't fight over that power, we don't fight over that information. We slide it under the table from one hand to another until no one remembers who owes who but us. And then we go to work. You go to work. I don't care if we ask you to shake down that angel or make that pact with the demon lord, go swimming with the great Cthulhu, or be relocated to the city on the dark side of the moon. At the end of the day, everything we do for humanity's future. And in this game, you do or get done. We're the Illuminati, and we're not done.